I should probably have shot this one back up at GCHQ, because I want to talk about spooky things, and that's in the sense of the security and intelligence services, not ghosts. But just a couple of quick ones. First of all, Prince Harry, though you always like him, and then something about that might actually affect you personally. What's the Prince Harry one? Well, remember he got knocked back on his pay for his security thing and all the Ravex stuff. He's actually appealing that decision. What's the grounds of appeal? Well, he's saying that the bespoke solution, as opposed to just their standard procedure, meant that he was somehow disadvantaged, and also that they didn't have an independent risk assessment. So that's basically his single ground of appeal. What the Home Office are saying, because they actually, are sort of the respondent in this case, they're going, well, no. I mean, we've actually looked specifically at his personal circumstances, and we've done all the assessments. And bespoke doesn't mean lesser. Yes, you are being treated differently to our standard procedure, but you're actually getting better treatment. So, what's my prediction for that? Yeah, I think this one, my mystical thing. This one's going nowhere. What about the other one? That's a more interesting one, because it's about sort of the Investigatory Powers Tribunal. That's the organisation you go to if you think you are being treated badly by the security services like MI5 or MI6 or GCHQ or something like that. Hence why I should have shot this up at Bude, because I could go and see those fluffy moo cows again. But what's this? You may know that Apple, they introduced a new system where all the stuff you load up to the cloud is very, very encrypted, and nobody can get to it except you. Even Apple can't access it. But what the government have said is, we want a backdoor to that. Now, to deal with that, Apple have basically just removed that feature from UK Apple accounts. But there's a couple of interesting things. I mean, the first thing is that we're able to talk about this because the government wanted all this to be secret. They said, we don't even want any reporting on this case. But Apple have said, well, no. We think people should know about this. We've got our own reputation, and we want people to know exactly what they're signing up to, and the fact that we are protecting our clients' and customers' privacy. So as it happens, the tribunal has said, yeah, you can report on certain things. It's very limited. You can report that the case is going on. You can report that it's Apple bringing it, and you can report on exactly what the issues are about this sort of cloud encryption thing. But they've said that you can't, it will be restricted, and most of the tribunal will be in private because it will discuss things like technical capabilities. Also, it will identify the names of people because people will be witnesses, and the idea is that they don't want sort of going, oh, I didn't realise my next door neighbour worked for MI5 and or worked for GCHQ or something like that. And that's a very interesting one, and I'll follow that as much as I can. Because like I say, this is something that will affect, individuals. I mean, currently, like I say, that feature isn't available on UK Apple phones, but it causes all sorts of issues with the EU and things. Because the argument is that, if you pop to Europe, different rules there, or or people are just communicating, and it's one person's phoning from the UK, or one person's uploading something to the cloud and giving somebody access, and all this sort of nonsense. So there's this cross-jurisdictional aspect. I mean, it does see that the EU seem to have not contested this, or at least I don't know about it. But then again, it might be secret, so who knows? But there you go. So just a couple of quick ones, because I've been working today. As you can tell by my attire. But I have actually genuinely been working with clients and things. So I just thought I'd do a quick update just to get something up there. So where am I today? I'm at a place called Malpass. Because a little pub that I come to that I quite like, so I'll spin around so you can see it. That's the Heron. And if I very slowly pan round, I'll show you the nice view. This is the intersection of the Truro River and Carrick Roads, which is a sort of collective name for all the creeks and tributaries and rivers that go down and become the River Fal and come out of Falmouth. But up there, that's Tresillian Creek. And quite often I film at Tresillian. So if you were to paddle up there for a couple of miles, that would take you to that other pub I like. So there you go. So probably shouldn't really stand on the edge like this. But as always, hope you found that vaguely interesting, vaguely useful, vaguely accurate. Oh, that's a nice bike. I do like motorbikes. I'm terrified of them. I only like things with 4 wheels, ideally all being driven by the engine, but I can really see the attraction of motorcycles, although I bet that guy is really, really hot just at the moment.